of the AFC Championship game.
All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. From the 31, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They'll run on first down. Ivy, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Landry now on the return. Landry brushes him off. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 53-yard line.
2nd and 1. That one complete to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Looking to throw. Leonard. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Leonard, the open man here, Renfro. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Leonard, back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Browns getting set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Leonard nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Leonard. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Leonard, he dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now back out comes the offense. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Hold, have the ball, a chance to win the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Leonard. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Leonard. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Chubb on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. He's back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Shift.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.